Hello everybody, and welcome to another jiggly stream about the Novastalgic Draft League. This is gonna be our week 5 preview stream, where we go into the matches and preview what's gonna be happening, what scenarios are surrounding them, and how they're going to, how people are gonna play. So we have myself versus Chari, 4-0 versus 3-1. We have Jedi Lion Potter against New York Islandorus Nova. Both are 1-3, so it's a must-win battle for both of them if they want to have a chance to continue to the playoffs. We have the Whirl and Woomys against the Infernoble Dragonites, and then finally we have probably the biggest battle of the week between Miami Heatmor and Las Vegas Persians. So let's just get straight into business here. We'll start with mine versus Chari, because I'm not going to talk too much about our matchup because obviously I don't want to reveal much until I actually stream my match. So, but looking at these two teams, there is definitely, I think, a real setup factor. Chari needs to set up in order to win this battle because of all of my defensive options. She might be able to use Diglett to maybe steal a kill or two on something, but for the most part I think she's gonna struggle with my squad quite a bit. We'll see if that's actually the case. I'm quite confident in my matchup. I think that I'm just gonna say this, I brought some pretty fun sets to this week's matchup. So it's gonna be Sunday, February 5th is gonna be our battle, so we'll see how it goes then. Next up, we'll talk about PM versus Milk. Milk has no win so far, but this is actually quite a decent matchup because of the fact that she has coughing. Coughing can do huge things here. Against Grookey, against Score Bunny, against Darumaka, and against Spritzy. This is the big against Spritzy especially. Milk is definitely gonna have to bring a set like Pain Split, Sludge Bomb, Fire Blast, and then a filler 4th move, probably Pain Split. Did I say Pain Split already? Hold on. Pain Split, Fire Blast, Sludge Bomb, and then probably Taunt or something to and Levitate. Levitate because Rhyhorn's on the team now. Neutralizing Gas against PM is not that useful here. So definitely something that that's gonna be Milk's best shot that covers so much of the team, and the things that it doesn't cover, like Bronzor and Yamask Galarian. And Rhyhorn, they'll probably appreciate Execute as that could be the defensive core for this matchup. I know that PM has a lot of U-turn mons, Grookey, Score Bunny, Darumaka as well, but those are all just easy coughing switches. So those two together make up a pretty potent combination against PM's team. But although Milk has been bringing Natu every single week, and she might bring it this week as well. I don't know if she's not gonna bring it to the end of the season. It is her tier 1 and one of the best Pokemon in the tier, but if you look at this matchup in particular, I just think Execute fits so much better here. I know Meowth Alola is a problem against both of those two mons that I've talked about so far, but Milk has I think a good sweeping option for this matchup is and a good helpful stop to Meowth Alola is gonna be Sandile. Resist dark moves because Meowth's gonna carry Dark Pulse, Parting Shot, Fake Out, and something else, I'm not sure. But Sandile is good here. It has Intimidate support as well. Beats Rhyhorn, beats Galarian Yamask, hits Marini hard, and it's a good switch in for Meowth Alola that Milk will need for this matchup. And good against Bronzor. So those three already just make will make it very hard for PM to play against. And then Aaron should come as well. Good defensive option, and then but also offensive power. Maybe a setup sweeping set because Milk's team is kind of slow. So if Milk wants to like beat Grookey, she'll need maybe something like a Rock Polish, or pretty sure it gets Rock Polish. Something like that, like instead of running Sturdy, maybe something different, you know, like a Head Smash. That can smack Grookey and Score Bunny really hard. I don't know, Milk is a really defensive-minded player, so I don't know if she'll even consider that as an option. But that's like the biggest thing I see here. That could do some huge things here. So that's 4. Baneri has been so good for Milk in the past few weeks. I feel like Baneri is a good coming as well. Fake Out, and Healing Wish could be so huge for coughing, which is because keeping coughing alive is just probably the biggest priority in this matchup for Milk. And coughing doesn't have good recovery outside of Pain Split, so Healing Wish, Fake Out, Quick Attack, and then a 4th move. What does Baneri get? Let me take a look. No knockoff? Knockoff would have been so nice. Switcheroo could have been nice, but that strategy has already been seen last week, so I don't know if Milk will feel comfortable bringing it again this week. Return is always nice. Oh wait, there's no return this generation, right? Or did you not get return? Hold on, I thought that Baneri will get return from level up, because I know Baneri gets it from or Lopunny gets it from level up moveset. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe this could be an interesting one. Entrainment or Fake Tears to set up one of her sweepers, or something else to make you do more damage. Oh, whoops. Or even Iron Tail, but Iron Tail's risky, but I mean it could be good. And of course, Drain Punch hits Meowth really hard, and it hits Bronzor for decent damage, so that could be brought as well. So how many mods is that? I have Aron, Sandile, Baneri, Execute, Coughing. Honestly, Wimpod could be good here. Set up some spikes early on. Good lead against Grookey. Good lead against Score Bunny. Good against Rhyhorn, because it. No liquidation, but I guess Waterfall. So yeah, no first impression though. So can you do something like Waterfall, Leech Life, Aqua Jet, Spikes. I mean, if you want to run Taunt, you can run Taunt as well. Probably would have to switch out the. I mean, it's 19 speed, right? No, 18 speed. So no need for Aqua Jet priority. I mean, PM's team is not. I mean, Grassy Glide is the only thing you're trying to out prioritize, and you can't even do that because you're not gonna do much damage. So Leech Life, Waterfall, Taunt, Spikes. Sounds pretty good to me. And I think that's would be a good team for Milk. For PM, Grookey and Score Bunny both have fighting type coverage to deal with a lot of these walls that Milk traditionally brings. So those two should come. Bronzor has been a really good defensive option. Bronzor does not like some of these matchups, but I think it will come just to the fact because in case Milk doesn't bring Fire Blast on Coughing, then it's a good stop to that. Spritzy? I don't think Spritzy's coming here. Spritzy. This is like one of the few matchups Spritzy doesn't like a lot of things to switch into. Marini probably would be more likely to come just because it has super effective coverage as well against some of these Pokemon. So Grookey, Scorbunny, Bronzor, Marini, Alolan Meowth will come. And I guess it could either be Rhyhorn could come. Rhyhorn is actually a really good matchup for Rhyhorn. I didn't bring Rhyhorn myself when I played Milk because I had a better like defensive option in the form of Shelmet and Lickitung. But now the PM has my Rhyhorn. I think this could come. If not Rhyhorn, then Sobble, or it'd be funny if the starter trio came back. Sobble or Marini. Wait, I already said Marini, right? Grookey, Scorbunny, Bronzor, Marini, Meowth, Lola, and then either Rhyhorn or Marini. There we go. Or Sobble. Oh my god, Marini or Sobble. I can speak, I promise. Next matchup is going to be Nova and Jedi. Hard to see Nova losing this one. Meanfu can break Tyrant's 30, high jump kick, has knockoff to hit Golett. For Mudbray is the big issue here. Mudbray is dealt with by Cottonee. Actually not really, Cottonee has Iron Head to hit Cottonee hard. So Spheal is actually going to be a good stop here, although it also does have a fighting type coverage. So this might be Spheal's time to shine here. Spheal could come, Meanfu and Spheal to deal with Mudbray, and then Meanfu gets everything else pretty much. Rowlet is a somewhat of an issue, along with Machop, but we have Fletchling on Nova's team to deal with that. Yamper has been coming every single week, and I just think that Trapinch has been a mainstay, so that could shut down Yamper real fast. Salandit hasn't been effective for Nova the past few weeks, so I don't think Nova will bring it this week. Bonsly hasn't been seen for a while, but Bonsly here isn't the best as well. Will Nova bring both water types here? It could be a thing, because Jedi's team really does hate water. I could see Mudkip and Spheal, both tier 5s coming. And Abra will be shown off as well as the new Mon, I think. Meanfu, Trapinch, Fletchling, Abra, Spheal, and Mudkip, with Cottonee being a possibility in the background, and maybe even Bonsly. Maybe even Muna. I mean, Muna's not the best here, but it could come. Because it does get Single Beam to hit Carvanha, right? Actually gets Dazzling Gleam, so no need for Single Beam. Which it doesn't even get, okay. Or Energy Ball. Energy Ball actually might be way better. Energy Ball hits Golett as well. Golett and Carvanha. Okay, Muna could definitely be a thing here. Trick Room. Oh, Moonblast! Further. Why am I talking about Dazzling Gleam? Moonblast is a thing. The thing is, with the overlapping coverage, Nova probably would have to drop Psychic Stab, but I don't know if Nova would do that. Moonblast hits everything Psychic would on this team. Moonblast, Energy Ball, Trick Room, and Moonlight. Solid set. So yeah, options for sure. For Jedi's side, Carvanha is a must bring, because Protect, Psychic Fangs on Meanfu. If Nova doesn't bring Eviolite Meanfu, that could probably get shredded, honestly. Trapinch will get shredded by Waterfall. If Nova for some reason it's landed, I get shredded as well. Bonsly gets beaten. It's just a really good... Pichu and Abra would get beaten as well if Abra's not Sash. Carvanha has to come. Mudbray has to come as well. For tanking hits, if it gets some stamina boost up, it could handle Meanfu. It handles Trapinch pretty well. It handles Fletchling pretty well. Bonsly. And will struggle against, that's why the water types have to come, Mudkip and Spheal. Mudkip especially will be the best option more than Spheal, just because it won't get hit by super effective damage by any fighting type coverage or that Mudbray might have. I mean, Jedi loves using Machop. I mean, so I'm just because he loves using it, I'm gonna predict him bringing it. He loves using Yamper, so I think that's gonna come too. That's 4 Mons. Rowlet can make a return because Rowlet beats both Mean Fruit and Trapinch. If Rowlet brings Sucker Punch, it does get it right. Let me make sure I don't. Rowlet, Shadow Sneak, and Sucker Punch. So if Rowlet brings either of those, it can be good against Abra as well. I think Rowlet has to come. Although its speed stat sucks, it's just gonna be, has a priority, has the powerful moves to hit, and a good attack stat as well to deal with. And a decent special attack as well, but their physical moves are just much better. I could see Rowlet coming here for sure. So one more Pokemon then, right? Mudbray, Carvanha, Riamper, Machop, Rowlet. Tyrant, I don't know, no, it's really been an underrated Mon, an underused Mon, but Tyrant was the reason Jedi has his only win of the season so far. And Tyrant should definitely be considered and brought to this one, I think too. Just Dragonite Sleeping is just a very powerful tool. And it has a good typing matchup against, actually doesn't have the best typing matchup, but it's just a strong sweeper. Once it gets that boost, I think it should come for sure. So for Nova, Mean Fruit, Trapinch, Mudkip, Spheal, Abra, Muna, or Fletchling. And for Jedi, Tyrant, Mudbray, Carvanha, Yamper, Rowlet, and Machop. Alright, and then for the battle of the week here, we got Steve versus Mops. Right off the bat, we see that Steve has a lot of a brand new team with this Hail Core. This Hail Core is definitely going to be wanting me to show up in this very first battle, and Mops needs to figure out how to stop that. So Mops is definitely going to be bringing Growlithe and Porygon, those two for sure. Onyx has come like pretty much, I think every single week, right? At least. For this matchup though, it might not be the best because Triple Axel Sandshrew Alola is gonna shred it. But if Onyx could get faster, maybe like a weak armor boost by getting hit by something from maybe like a Purloin, or maybe it'll get like a speed boost and then be able to not give a second thought about Sandshrew getting a hail boost or Slush Rush and then KO it with like Earthquake or something. So yeah, Onyx should come here. If not Onyx, then at least Roggenrola. I mean, they fulfill a similar role with similar movesets as well, just minus the ground typing for Roggenrola. Roggenrola mainly maybe if it wants to use like a support gravity set as well to support something like Hypnosis Poliwag, which I don't think is coming, by the way, because I think the Mops will fear Fungus too much for that. Also because Purloin puts a stop to pretty much every Storm setup, but Mops has been, that's why I don't think Dragon Dance Onyxes will be coming, because Purloin in this matchup. So we got Onyx, Porygon, and Growlithe. Growlithe is self-explanatory. Intimidate user, has Wild Charge to hit Staryu. Really good against this team, and Mops needs to prioritize its living. And no good switching for Steve exists except for maybe Sandygast, but Growlithe gets knockoff as well, so I believe anyway. Actually, oh no, it doesn't get rock up, it gets crunch though. So something like a Flare Blitz, Crunch, Wild Charge, Morning Sunset. Although Morning Sun is kind of risky with the hail weather being around, but he needs to keep this alive. This is like the best thing against Steve's team, so he kind of has to be forced to run Morning Sun. We'll see. Shellos? I think Shellos could come in here. Shellos could sit up easily on it's one of the few things that tanks most of Sandshrews hits, and if it gets like the curse boost, it'll just do it even better. Although Sandshrew does tend to run Sword Dance, but we'll see. Mops has brought the same Shello set every week without hesitation. Well, except for the first week, which was Curse, Amnesia, Recover, Facade. Facade is honestly not going to be too helpful here. But Shellos doesn't have to just run Facade. Shellos can also run. Oh, actually, I guess the only thing better is Body Slam. Oh no. I mean, the thing is he'll have to be scared about this is a setup super again, which is Purloin's bread and butter. Maybe he can surprise people and run Skitter Smack as his attack instead of Facade. Skitter Smack would be cool for deal with Purloin if he's really concerned about it, which he should be. But I don't know how well he knows Steve, so we'll see. Jang Mo-O is an interesting one here. I'll show you why. Jang Mo is also a setup sweeper, which is not good here. However, it has a 55 attack. If setting up, it has bulletproof or overcoat, so it's either going to run bulletproof to be immune to sludge bomb, or it's going to run overcoat to be immune to spore. It's a tough choice for Mops if he decides to bring it. We'll see. I think Sword Dance over Dragon Dance would be. I mean, I understand it's really slow, but Steve's team is also pretty slow. If you look at it, it's not the fastest thing in real life. Staryu, at least that's the biggest thing you want to outspeed. I understand that Slush Rush is also going to be a thing, but say something you run something like a substitute on Amara. I mean, you know you're not going to get through triple axle with Jang Mo-O. That should not be your thing that you're considering doing in the first place. If you want to do that, you should run a Choice Scarf, and still probably not be able to do it. And that was Porygon, Onix, Growlithe, Shellos, Jang Mo-O, and then Farfetch'd Galar is just a no-brainer here for this matchup. It has close combat for stab, great Scarf user, Brave Bird, U-turn, all that fun stuff. That's just good against Steve's team in general. The only other thing I would consider is probably Meowth, but Meowth is not the best here. I mean, Fake Out and Faint is nothing to laugh at, along with U-turn, but it just doesn't. I don't think it has the desired power here to break through Ice Rock type as well, and Ice and Steel type as the main two attackers on this team. So I don't think it'll come. For Steve's side, Staryu has to come. Staryu is gonna be outspeeding Growlithe. Even though it's not a good switch in for Growlithe, it could still like one-shot it with Hydro Pump. And if Steve chooses, take advantage of Blizzard. Blizzard would be nice here. Hits Jang Mo-O really hard. And if for some reason the Mops brings Bulbasaur, it hits Bulbasaur as well. Hits Onix as well, but Onix is not going to be switching in. It's just a strong stat move. Or not stat move, it's a strong move that won't be able to miss. It does get Blizzard, right? Let me make sure I'm not making this up. I know Starmie gets it. Yeah, there it is. Fungus is a good one here for sure. Putting something like Onyx to sleep would be nice. Or Porygon, I'm sorry, not Onyx. Or Shellos. It's a good stop to Shellos if Shellos does get set up and Purloin is not in the field anymore. Just again, if Steve does bring Fungus, he has to be afraid of Bulletproof or Overcoat. Two really strong abilities here. Purloin, of course, Purloin is the stopper to all the Mops setup sweeping. So that has to come. Galarian Slowpoke, I feel like it's just so good in this matchup. The only thing it kind of fears is, well, nothing really. This is like a free bring, I think. Farfetch'd Galar can hit it hard, but then it has amazing defenses to tank those hard hits and regenerators, so it'll shrug them off. I think Slowpoke Galar definitely has to come here. And then of course Amara and Sandshrew Alola. Those are no-brainers. Yeah, I think that's what's going to be brought here. The only thing to consider would be like Sandygast, the new Pokemon, just because it has it's a decent switch into those Onyx and or Roggenrola. But otherwise, I don't think it's going to be coming. And that was, I think I did better than, actually no, I did about the same amount of time as I did last week. But for one Pokemon, for one team matchup, I did all 4 of them this time. So I think I did improve, everybody. I hope that it was nice and relaxing to you all. We'll see if I can get some victories on the board, make myself 5-0 against Chari. If I'm 5-0, I think I'll be like good to go. Like I'll be nice and calm and collected. I still have a lot to be afraid of. If I lose to Chari, then I lose to PM, and I lose to Steve, I have a chance of actually not even being in the playoffs. I lose to Chari, PM, and Steve because of tiebreakers and stuff. I have to hope that like Mops doesn't win. I had to hope that Mops loses 2 of his last 3 or something as well. It's just a lot of funny situations that I don't even want to think about, so let's just not think about it. And let's just win out. I'll see you for some, I believe Milk and PM are battling on Friday, and I also think that Mops and Steve will be battling soon as well. I don't know if it's going to be Friday or Saturday or whenever, but those will be my next 2 uploads on the channel, and then hopefully me and Chari are definitely facing off on the 5th of February at 5 PM EST around then. That'll be when my battle goes up, and then hopefully Jedi and Nova get to battle as well. But there we go. That's my preview for the week. I'll see you all next time. Take care.